What's going on, everybody? Tonight we are going green flag racing from Indianapolis, from the Brickyard for the Brickyard 400. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Playoffs are on the line. If you take a look at the point standings, woo, it's getting hot. We got a lot going on. Jack Mace has now took over the championship lead. As I say that, we got Clayton Good that just resubscribed for a 17-month streak. After that, Unbroken Vet, thank you very much, buddy, for hitting that resub button for 9 months, man. You guys are showing mad support already here tonight. I am pumped up. I am excited. Thank you so much. We are close to a hype train. If you can do me a favor, let's get that hype train on the way. The 2024 schedule is out this week. It's about Brickyard. We're going to have a little break after this one. It's going to be July 26th coming back for Michigan. Playoffs are coming up. How you feeling, Robert Hill, who I'm going to be joined by?
Yeah, doing well tonight, my friend. Excited to be here at Indianapolis. Obviously, one of the most famous racing circuits ever to exist in the world of motorsports here at the Brickyard. And I'm excited for this one. Let's see what these guys can do. We have a pretty decent field, about 15 cars out here with us tonight, and 80 laps on the docket. Going to be a good one.
I am so excited as qualifying is beginning. We got 80 laps here tonight. The stages are going to be 20, 40, 80. 5 sets of tires. I'm a little bit generous with you guys tonight. Normally I'm not, so take care of them. By the way, I'm excited to see NASCAR back on the oval as I say that.
Let's go racing.
100 bits from CAH-TV. Chris Hood, thank you very much, buddy. I love you. I got your wedding invitation in the mail.
Oh, man.
And I'm loving the support. Oh, yeah, he's getting married soon.
Wow.
He drives for my race team on here. I don't know if he's racing tonight. Hopefully he is.
He's
I always
right
miss
there.
him when he's not. Right there he is. Chris Hood himself on track here. Indianapolis, a DLBTV machine. He's about to take them Texas roots onto the high banks of Indianapolis. Now, I'm curious, who's going to get the pole here tonight? Beautiful designed car by him. Ooh, 500 bits, man. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Clayton Good, as well. Do we got a hype train? I believe we got a hype train. We are on to a level 3 hype train. How? Yeah! Broken Bet has just gifted 5 subscriptions. Oh my goodness, Unbroken Vet, thank you so much for the mad love and the mad support. We are level 4, baby. Yo, Unbroken Vet is unloading here tonight. I appreciate you, man. It's always fun having you be a part of these streams. I know you've been here since day freaking 1. One of my first subscribers over here. You've been there ever since we got demonetized on YouTube and said, screw it, we're headed over to Twitch. You've been there, and you've been my man right there by my side. I appreciate you, buddy. Level 4. Thank you. So we're going on board here with Rocky Boyd down the back straightaway. Right now, Lim is on the pole. Has been undefeated in stage breaks for the past 2 races. I don't think he's done tonight. Moyer up to position number 2, and Clayton Good currently sitting in P3. Rocky Boyd trying to knock him off of that podium as he's going to send it. Return at number 3 and 4. Jeremiah Taylor getting his hot laps in. He's getting ready to go. It's going to be one exciting race here tonight. The playoff board is wild. Unbroken Vet says, hope life is treating you well. Absolutely, man. Always striving to do my best, and I appreciate the support. I really do. It means the world to me. So, as we're getting ready for Indy, qualifying is looking hot here tonight. Qualifying's looking hot. Now, there's a lot of guys who haven't turned a lap yet. Why do you think that is, Robert Hill?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things, DLB, where we're waiting for these guys to come out, run those laps. As time remaining only a minute and a half, so I thought maybe they were waiting for some cloud coverage or something like that on the racetrack. But at this point, if you have not gotten out there and are approaching the start-finish line, you are not getting a lap in it. It takes, as you can see here, on average about 52 seconds to put a lap in the books. So it's going to take you just over a minute to get around the track to get to the green flag for your lap. So these guys kind of pushing it a little bit more than I would have thought. But it'll be interesting anyways to see who is able to work their way up from the back, who's going to have the luck of starting up at the front. Junsu Lim up at the front, Ryan Moyer, Rocky Boyd, those three all very strong contenders. DJ Sakima not having a good qualifying effort here tonight, going to take it pit side and not put a timed lap on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, you see it there, and Mayo right there. DJ Saskima into the wall heavy. He's going to be forced to forfeit that lap, and unfortunately, that was his money lap, and he's not backing down yet. Wildness. Sam Horst in the Miller Lite machine is going to be trying to put his number 6 car on the pole. Oh, then we're going to see what we have here. It's going to be wild. I mean, I don't really know who will pick a win this baby, to be completely honest. There's so many names, and we got so many different winners this season. That's why most of the playoff field is new winners. We only have 2 repeat winners this season. So at the rate everything's going, you know, there may not be that many drivers who's going to make the playoff on points. You may be forced to win here tonight if you want to make the playoffs.
Which is actually quite impressive that it's going to take a victory to make the playoffs with how many winners we've had so far this season, DLB, as the field is taken to the grid. Let's take a look and see who's going to roll out for the front row.
Oh! On the grid is going to be Lem, who won the last 4 stages in a row. This is someone who is a true threat to the championship and may be the new guy to be the biggest contender of this season. Ryan Moyer is going to be starting in position number 2. We've seen him in the Drive Smart today Daytona Challenge. Rocky Boyd. That guy wants more wins. He has 1 win this season. Still digging, still thriving, still looking for more. How about my boy Clayton Good? He said I should have left the track default. Well, Clayton, I hope you can get it done here tonight, buddy. You're starting in position number 4. I hope tonight's tonight, man. Maybe it will happen at the Brickyard. What a better place. As Benjamin is starting in position number 5. Riley Tilton, he has speed all season. Starting in P6, and Jacob Hutnick. P7, Chris Hood. We spoke about him earlier. How about that? Inside the top 10. Cameron starting inside the top 10. Bailey Mills back for redemption. Bailey Mills, home track for him. Will tonight be the night for him? Jeremiah Taylor, he ran here so good last season, finishing in the 2nd position. He can potentially pull it up as well. We round out the field. Almost time to turn them loose, and I feel like you just can't take your eyes off anyone here tonight. I feel like anyone and everyone is going to have a shot. You got to be smart. Tonight we are live on both YouTube and Twitch. If you haven't checked out the Twitch channel yet, let's go check it out. Click on the link in the description. Head on over there. I got a great community over there. We currently have 24 tuned in live, so I appreciate you guys so much. But man, it's go time. Indianapolis Brickyard 400 is on the line. 80 laps. Let's get it done.
Yeah, as you see the field rolling off on the grid here, Junsu Lim, Ryan Moyer on the front row, like you mentioned, DLB. It's going to be an exciting one tonight. 80 laps, 5 sets of tires, so tire wear not really going to come into play, but it should be an exciting one nonetheless. And looks like we're going to start 14 cars have taken the grid. I believe we have 16 drivers in the server, so we might see Ray Coyle and Sam Caldwell hit the racetrack a little bit later on, but 14 cars, not too bad.
Absolutely, let's get it. I mean, we got a Shell Pennzoil car on the outside. You know you're in Indianapolis when you see Shell Pennzoil on any race car in the field. Oh, I mean, the crazy thing is, if you're like an Indy native, like some of these guys back here in the back, mainly talking about Bailey Mills, who'll be driving that number 7 car. I know how big this would be for him to win. This is a track he wants to win every time he comes here. And that guy is somebody we got to watch because he's going to put it all on the line. I know he's going to be quick come the end. He may not be here at the start. He may not be here, you know, at the end of stage number 1 nor 2, but I think he'll be there at the end, and that's what's important. Oh, as we're about to set him green here, Lim is going to have control of the start of today's race.
And one thing to keep in mind here, DLB, you mentioned Bailey Mills in the 7.
Moyer on the outside.
Yeah, Moyer up there on the front row as well. And you mentioned Mills in the 7. He's actually in the 11 tonight as Lim is driving the 7 car up here on the front row. He actually shows 79 on the car, but he's in the server as number 7.
Absolutely. Lim is the guy to beat. As we're taking the green flag, we're about to be dropping the green. Is hammer down time in the DLBTV Racing League from Indianapolis. Brickyard 400 is on the line, and we are officially under a green flag. It's going to be a fun race into turn number 1 and 2.
Watching that battle up at the front, Rocky Boyd going to clear into position number 2 as we got one around in the back. It appears to be Sam Horst, DLB. He's going to hit the inside wall hard. Going to continue on under green flag conditions, though. Let's take a look and see what happened to Sam Horst to have the first major incident of the day just behind the 25 of Jeremiah Taylor there. You see Bailey Mills up on the high side, the double six of Romano. Horst just going to lose it by himself into the outside wall, down into the inside wall, and back up the racetrack. So Sam Horst, unfortunately, with some damage early on, but new race leader, Rocky Boyd.
To get the green. Getting nuts so far. It looks like a lot of craziness is going on in the field. So I'm excited for it. There's a lot to see happen.
Yeah, definitely a lot to watch here throughout as Lim and Moyer battling it out for the second spot. It's Lim up on the high side, Moyer down on the inside now as they're working their way down the back straight away. You see Clayton Good there in the 4th spot just ahead of Riley Tilton. Bailey Mills already up 4 positions into 6. Jeremiah Taylor's following him through. Both those drivers up 4 spots respectively, but Rocky Boyd doing what he's done best all season long, leading the way here out front at Indy 2 laps into this one.
See it right there. I mean, Rocky Boyd running over. It's pure entertainment here from Indianapolis. I mean, showed from the very beginning he has speed, and he's showing it now that he has speed and he can get up there and go and contend for this win here tonight. And Boyd may be the guy to get it done. Just will he have the tires from the end? The end of safety number 1 will be lap number 20. And then you see Clayton Good going to work in the 5th position and trying to get that 4th position from Tilton.
Yeah, Clayton Good working the rear end of the Riley Tilton machine, trying to get by. Was looking to the high side, now taking a peek down to the inside as they work their way into turn number 3. Headed off of turn number 4 now. They're battling it out. We got a wreck here on the front straightaway. That's Jacob Hutnick, DLB. He's gone around and the caution's out.
Flag.
Jacob Hutnick in
we
the
have
88.
Trouble on the race track. You've seen it there. Hutnick has went around. He went for quite the spin there in the DLBTV recently. Did he get loose on his own? He's following in the footsteps of Bailey Mills. Got loose into the wall. Typically 1-car incident doesn't do it, but a 2-car incident will. Wow, about Chris Hood. Barely getting through that. Dangerous. Now, he did get into another competitor. I believe it was a yellow car. It was that Cameron that he made contact with. Let's see it right here. I believe it was the yellow car, Cameron, in that number 66. Interesting coming off turn number 4 as they are singled up. Yo!
I don't think it was
Spin.
Cameron.
He did miss it. So who got hammered right there? It was not Cameron. It was another yellow car, the number 11 there.
Benjamin Archuleta in the 27 shows 11 on his car, but it was Benjamin Archuleta that actually got into the Jacob Hutnick machine.
Absolutely. I hate it for him because we only have one fast repair here tonight. So you definitely don't want to be down a fast repair already. I mean, that's a big get if he is indeed headed towards that fast rear in that number 11 machine. Man, driving that Toyota Camry, trying to take it to work and take care of business. We got 75 laps remaining. Boyd is still up front trying to win this thing.
Yeah, Rocky Boyd out front here. DLB doing a nice job so far. Lim in second, Moyer third, Tilton and Good get around out the top 5 here. Just 5 laps into this, but only 15 laps do remain in stage number 1. So already these drivers starting to think about stage points, starting to think about the big picture, which again, if you look at the points, the playoff picture is getting tighter.
I mean, I'm looking at Chris Hood back there. I'm looking at Clayton. Who are my drivers? They're right on the red right now. They need a good night. That 0-2 needs a good night. Chris Hood needs the run of his life tonight as his teammate, Clayton Good, is on pit road from the 5th position. Clayton does not have damage on his car, I don't believe. It doesn't appear he does. But he is already on pit road in that 0-3, which tells me, I don't know, it can't be pit strategy, I wouldn't think. If he doesn't feel safe up there, either way, he's coming to the back. Will he be taking tires? He sees we have tires for today. That may be the option.
Yeah, taking a look.
Kid seems to be the way he's going.
I think it's a splash of fuel to try to extend, maybe see if he can make it to stage number 2 without having to think about coming down pit road, because it just looked like a splash and go for the 0-3 of Clayton Good. But hey, look at that link on the back of his car, DLB. That's for a little bit of merch that you can get at the DLBTV store.
That is a Teespring merch. I actually designed this paint scheme, had to slap everything on there, but that is the Teespring merch, and you see it there. How about that hoodie? We got some pink camo. I'm actually working on a blue camo DLBTV Racing League hoodie that you can find on Teespring later this week, so stay tuned for that. But it's gonna be a long night here. I'm really, the call for Clayton Good just took him from 5th to 11th, so it's not like it's gonna be a major setback for him, but it's not gonna be completely easy to find all that ground and make it back up to where he once was. Rocky Boyd probably feels like this is a great opportunity to snag his 2nd win of the season. He just knows Lim and Moyer is not going to give him an easy night. They're both going to give him quite the run for his money. So, this time around, the pace lights should be turning up, and everyone's going to get the opportunity to pick if they want to restart on either the top groove or the bottom groove. The choose cone is the start-finish line here in the DLBTV Racing League. This league is open to all Discord members, so for everyone watching, if you'd like to jump into the Discord, you can find that link down in the description. Come right in. We are over 450 members and searching for lucky number 500 here momentarily.
Yeah, definitely would love to have everyone join us. Obviously, we love to have good fields. As Boyd taking the inside, Lim up top.
Interesting call by Lim to choose the top groove. Like the bottom is the way to go, but it's you don't want to start in 3rd, and you can definitely, there's a chance you can pin down that bottom groove and really take control of the track position here at Indy. Maybe what he's aiming for under this scenario. But regardless, we got a lot of viewership here tonight. Blaney Best over on YouTube says, me and IDK players should do a collab one day. I actually met IDK at Daytona, and we could be working on something in the future. I pitched the idea to him, and
yeah, shout out Jonathan
see if we can link up
Ramos
sometime. Absolutely, IDK player, always killing it. DLBTV and chat, how you doing this evening? We doing good, man. Doing good. Always cool when we got some racing here from the DLBTV Racing League. Appreciate the high viewership here tonight. Looking good. And maybe all thanks to Robert Hill. That guy pulls the views. I'm just here.
Man, we just need all these people to tune in Thursday nights for the Pit Crew podcast as well. We can give them some merch away next Thursday if we run the show.
Yeah.
I know you're traveling, but
yeah,
could be fun.
We got a special guest next week scheduled. Caden Honeycutt.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
In the work for next week. So hopefully we can get him worked in next week. It might be a little tricky with the traveling, but every Thursday night I do a podcast over on the Drive Smart YouTube channel. And last night we had DJ EJ come on the show, so it's cool catching up with them. Rocky Boyd is going to later only get the green flag on lap number 8 of 80. He's off early with a heck of a jump. Rocky is gone. It appears he did jump the restart.
Ooh. Well, that's not what you're looking for on a restart. You're looking to get a good start, but not too good of a start.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get penalized after that one. That was a heavy jump. He has gotten a penalty, I believe. So we're gonna see how things go here. He will be receiving a penalty here momentarily because that was a big jump, Rocky. Big jump. It's not over for you, buddy.
A little too big of a jump.
And he definitely tried to. Too big of a jump. Bro went at it. He fired off and went at it.
He absolutely did. Watching a battle back here between Chris Hood, DJ Sakima, Jeremiah Taylor, and Clayton Good just behind. Nearly contact there between Sakima and Hood as Sakima going to fall back. Now Good going to move up into position number 8. Hood in 7th. A battle of your drivers right here, DLB. They're about to go side by side down the back straightaway.
Here we go. DLB Motorsports trying to seal the deal. And, man, bumper, that 02 car is holding off the 06 is Clayton Good. Now, Clayton restarted in 11th. He's currently running 8th, going for 7th. And he's going to get that pass on his teammate. A little loose there from Chris Hood. To the outside goes Clayton Good. Coming to lap number 10, and I believe he's going to get that pass done on the outside. Door bumper clear. He has it down the front straightaway.
Yeah, great move right there by Clayton Good. Of course, we saw him come down pit road earlier to get some fresh tires. Now we're seeing Chris Hood maybe wishing that he followed suit with his teammate and getting those tires. He's lost a handful of spots here in the last couple of corners. Watching Hood fall back. Sakima going to go by Hutnick up on the outside. They're going to be side by side as Hood gets a little loose down on the inside lane. Able to gather it back up now under fire from Jonathan Harris as Harris going to try to move into the top 10. Hood going to fall back to 11th. And just a quick note for those wondering on Rocky Boyd, he has remained out on the racetrack, so no penalty has been served as of yet by the 16 of Rocky Boyd.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems like we got a lot going on here tonight, and you know, it's the Brickyard, it's Indy, it's a big event. It's an event that everyone wants to win. And Rocky will be getting a penalty here momentarily.
Watching a battle.
He's going to try to fight it.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely, he will. I would too. Honestly, that's just the way a racer is. As we watch a battle here between Riley Tilton and Bailey Mills, that's for the 4th position on the racetrack. That's Mills on the inside in the Cannon, number 11 on his outside in the green 58. That's Riley Tilton as they go side by side down the back straightaway. Mills going to have a bit of an advantage into turn number 3. Move Bailey Mills up into that 4th spot as here comes Tilton fighting back up on the high side. They're going to continue to be side by side as out front it's Boyd, Lim, and Moyer with this battle for 4th just behind them.
You see it there, and Rocky he is serving his black flag penalty right now. He's hitting pit road. He smoked the tires on entry, but he will be coming to pit road to serve that black flag for jumping the restart. This is going to put Lim to the lead. And how about my boy Clayton Good running in P6? He's coming to the front, but Lim definitely has pressure from Moyer on his rear bumper because now the fight for the lead is heating up. Boyd is on pit road. Now this track is big enough where he shouldn't go a lap down, but he definitely is going to get penalized for it.
Definitely going to lose a fair bit of ground here, maybe a lap depending on if he speeds on or off pit road. It's also one of those longer tracks when it comes to exiting the pits. You have to go all the way off at turn number 2 before you can get back on the racing surface. And with this being such a big track, a guy like Rocky Boyd's going to have quite a bit of work to do to get back out there. He's still sitting on pit road, so a rather lengthy penalty here. I wonder if he did mix in a pit stop while serving this penalty as well, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for Rocky Boyd rejoining the field. As right now, Lim leads by about half a second over Ryan Moyer. Moyer closing the gap. Mills up to third now. So Mills was able to clear Riley Tilton up into the third spot. Jeremiah Taylor in position number 4. Riley Tilton in 5th, and it's good. Sakima, Hutnick, Harris, and Romano, the top 10. Is Romano under fire there from Archuleta. Archuleta, of course, did use the fast repair earlier, was involved in the incident with Hutnick. And as promised, Rocky Boyd now re-entering the racetrack, and he has scored 1 lap down.
The good thing is he is going to get his lucky dog at the end of stage number 2.
Exactly.
But the guys who's really taking advantage of this, Bailey Mills. I talked about him earlier. I said, I don't think he's going to be there at the end of stage 1.
He is.
I didn't think he'd be there at the end of stage 2. But I did say he's going to be there for the win tonight. The fact he's already coming to life this early tells me he is set up for the long run, and he's going to be there come the end. Now, Bailey Mills, this is his home track. I know for a fact there is no other track Bailey wants to win more than Indianapolis. This track is huge to him. He's happy as
Taylor!
How about that? Jeremiah Taylor with the save of the decade. Up turn number 2. That's going to put Clayton Good inside the top 5 as he's still fading. Taylor about to fade all the way down to the 7th position if DJ Suskema can get around him. Here we come, lap number 15 of 20 for stage number 1. The pressure is on for the 25 of Taylor. How hard does he push it here? He's trying to get around him, but hey, it's a fun night, a lot going on. Man, oh man, these drivers are just trying to make it to the end of the stage. Now it seems like drafting heavy here tonight. Here we come. DJ tried to look low, wasn't enough to get around Taylor. But this time that'll be 5 laps remaining in stage number 1 for the Brickyard 400. Rocky Boyd back on pit road. Did he get another black flag? He must have sped on pit road his first time.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this one. Rocky Boyd back down pit road like you mentioned. And one thing you touched on, Jeremiah Taylor wondering how hard he would push it. Seeing as we are coming up on the stage, Jeremiah Taylor hasn't pit yet. I am using every inch of rubber on these tires right now to try to hold on and gain as many spots as I possibly can ahead of the end of stage number 1, because obviously stage points up for grabs, and in addition to that, you want to put yourself in the best spot to possibly have a good restart position when it comes to that restart that we'll get in about 10 laps or so.
Absolutely. I mean, and then also the second stage is going to be a little short. It may only be 15 laps, which is into the wall. Here goes Hutnick. Hutnick goes around. No yellow flag. 1-car incident. He's going to hammer the outside wall just barely. And here comes traffic behind him as he's trying to straighten that baby out. This is going to be big for Jacob Hutnick, the Pennsylvania native, as he is still struggling to get that car. Will he bring it up pit road? I think he's just going to try to will this baby to the end of the stage and hopefully keep it on the lead lap. Now the fight for the lead is on, and it is heating up right now. You see it there, Lim trying to hold off Moyer off his rear bumper. And down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Try to break that draft ever so slightly, but Lim with the upper hand. Going into turn 1, he's going to hold off Moyer for now, but Moyer with the draft maybe will get the pass done and win stage number 1.
Yeah, Lim in that top spot. Moyer second, 0.4 of a second, separating first and second. Clayton Good, Riley Tilton duking it out as well for position number 4. Move Good up into the 4th spot now. Tilton back to 5th. As, well, Moyer was just able to use that draft DLB and cut about 1/10.5 between himself and Lim out front. Tilton dealing with a little bit of a connection issue. Going to fall back into position number 8 now 9th. So for him, something has gone awry. I think he's fallen out of the server, actually.
I believe
Riley
it's gone.
Tilton,
Is the
wow.
scoring even picking him up anymore? It has him running 12th and fading down to 13th on the scoring. But as of now, it doesn't appear he's currently in the position he once had. He's down to 13th now in that 68 machine. Well, next time by will be 2 laps remaining. Clayton Good drove his way up from 11th all the way to 4th behind Bailey Mills and looking for 3rd on this racetrack. He just needs to get through this race, have a good point stay, and I think he's going to find his way into the playoffs with or without a win. But heck of a drive he's on so far here tonight. 2 to go at the line for stage number 1. The pressure is mounting from Moyer as he's now to the rear bumper of that 79 machine. Trying to eat him up on the bottom groove. It's hard to get these passes completed, but Moyer is one of the best at it. If he can get it done here late, I'm going to be highly impressed, though, with the current package we have. It's looking like IndyCar racing around here. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Next time, that'll be the white flag for stage number 1.
Yeah, riding on board here with Ryan Moyer. He's closing the gap up to Junsu Lim, who currently leads the way in that number 7 machine. Lim's done a nice job from the drop of the green flag. Moyer as well. But as you mentioned, the likes of Bailey Mills, Clayton Good, both of those drivers really ones to watch as this race progresses here tonight. Obviously good on fresher tires than the rest of the field, so tire strategy could be something that comes into play depending on caution placement throughout this one, but I'm not sure that it's going to hinder him too much having one less set as we're coming to the white flag this time. Lim, Moyer, Mills, Good, and Taylor, the top 5.
You see if there also update on Riley Tilton. He has lagged out of the lobby, and
That's
we
horrible.
will be making it back around to the line. But what a good run, potentially going to quite the waste. Here comes Lim as he's getting help from the car behind him. A final charge by Moyer as we're going to be coming to the flag this time by Moyer with a big draft down the back straightaway. Lim's not giving him too much of a room here, but he's trying to hook to his rear bumper. Here we go through turn number 3 and 4. One final launch on Lim, one more final shot, and it's not going to be enough, it doesn't believe, unless he really throws it into turn number 4. This is only stage number 1, but the green and white checkered flag will be waving this time. By a bit loose there on turn number 4 when Moyer, but Lim, with his 5th consecutive stage win, gets it done from Indianapolis.
Great drive on the opening stage there by Lim and Moyer out front. Bailey Mills gained 7 spots from the start of this one up to position number 3. Clayton Good started 4th, is in 4th now. Jeremiah Taylor up 6 spots, started 11th. DJ Sakima, though, DLB, the biggest mover so far, up 10 positions, started dead last. Currently running 16th. Jonathan Harris up 7 spots to 7th. Archuleta down 3 to 8th. Cameron Romano and Chris Hood gonna round out the top 10. But like you said, Lim taking stage number 1.
Absolutely. I mean, just 5 in a row. I am impressed. If you don't think this is a championship contender in the DLBTV Racing League, think again, because this guy may be the guy to get it done. I'm impressed.
Absolutely,
I'm
absolutely
very
phenomenal.
impressed with this guy. I mean, one stage is at Chicago, Nashville, now Indy. 3 totally different tracks. Yeah, very quick, week by week. Doesn't matter what track you're at, he's getting it done. He's making sure he's there at the end. I know it wasn't a win last week like he wanted or probably deserved, but he put it all on the line, nearly got it done. And tonight, he's really trying to take advantage of that. I'm very impressed with a lot of these guys. Moyer, I always expect him to be up front. Mills, he's rising to the occasion. Clayton Good, more than impressed with the guy. Chris Hood is hanging inside the top 10. I always expect him to be running right there, so it's good to see him running inside the top 10 currently. I'm sure he'll be there as well come the end of this thing. But it get a little bit bumpy. With only one fast repair, some crashes are bound to happen at some point. It's a matter of when. A 79 car up front is more than taking care of business currently. So as long as he can keep it up there, I think the rest of the field knows that they're in for trouble here tonight. We're going to keep that in mind as the pits are about to be opened. I would imagine everyone's going to take 4 new tires and a full tank of fuel. These pit boxes are interesting to get onto. You got to keep that in mind. They are bigger than any other track on the schedule. It's easy to sometimes make a mistake on pit road given they are so wide. Sometimes you'll get too close to the pit roll. Sometimes you'll overshoot your pit box. But these pit boxes are massive. Clayton Good staying out on the track and taking the lead after coming to pit road early and topping off on fuel. Maybe this is part of the game plan. He's going to be there now as Rocky Boyd is going to get one of his laps back.
DJ Sakima also staying out there on the racetrack, DLB. So the top two are drivers that did not, well, Clayton Good has come down. DJ Sakima has not. So I got to wonder, maybe Sakima thought he could sneak out a lap lead here and is going to pit on lap number 2 of the caution. We'll wait and see. I definitely don't think it would be a good call to stay out having not pit so far. Obviously, Clayton's on, at this point now, 18 lap old tires. So even for him, I would definitely think about coming down pit road this time because he knows he can drive through the field. He did it last time, got himself nearly onto the podium, and can likely do it again now. But Ryan Moyer going to win the race off of pit road, so beats Lim from the exit back onto the racing surface. Bailey Mills going to be the third car off of pit road ahead of Archuleta and Romano. So a bit of a shuffle on pit road this time.
Reports from the Clayton Good camp over there for DLB Motorsports. He says he hasn't taken tires. He's on 23 lap old tires currently. Same strategy as DJ Sakima. So both of them are going to be fighting for track position and fighting for wear on them tires. I mean, it's important to notice as well, Moyer now running third, won the race off pit road. I feel like this front row is going to be a little interesting. You know, will there be wheel spin? Are they going to make it out of this okay? It's going to be tough. Clayton says L plan in place. He has a game plan here. He has a strategy plan. Time will tell what that is. So we got a little blink there from Lim, who is looking for his 6th consecutive stage win, trying to get that done if he possibly can. A lot's going to happen here. Here we come. Top, bottom. Clayton Good, where you starting, buddy? He is already picking the bottom and giving DJ's a schema the top. So we got an all no tire front row here for what is going to be a 15-lap dash for stage number 2. Stage points are on the line. This is going to be big as Hutnick is rolling off pit road, trying to get called back around.
Now, I'm going to ask you something in 2 ways. I'm going to ask you this as a driver, and I'm going to ask you this as a team owner. What are your thoughts on the strategy from what we've seen so far out of Clayton Good and DJ Sakima?
Oh, man, I love the gamble. I love the gamble. I mean, I feel like it is a big one. But, you know, you got to think, will it be worth it come the end? They're going to have an extra set of tires. No idea if they're going to need that extra set of tires. But they are going to have that come the end. I feel like it's a big gamble. I mean, if Clayton can hang around top 3, I feel like it's a big success. If Sakima can hang around top 5, I feel like it's a big success. So that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. So I'm expecting Clayton to get off pretty good here. I think Moyer is going to be fast in his tracks. So we got to keep that in mind. I think Moyer may eat him up pretty quick, but I think Clayton's going to put up a good fight, and Clayton's going to do everything he can do to try to pull off the win here. A-Score is about to be hitting pit road momentarily. It's about to get fun.
It's going to be interesting to see the wheel spin here. I think that's going to be the big dictator of how this strategy pays off.
Absolutely. I mean, oh, jeez. I mean, it's going to be fun.
I like
Pace
it.
cars and
I like it.
Clayton Good, my boy. No tires up front. Oh, I'm praying for no wheel spin. This can get ugly. Here we come. The green flag is out for Clayton Good. Going into turn number 1. He's going to clear the outside groove of DJ Sakima going into 1. He's going to get that done. Now DJ already dropping back a little bit. He's going to fall down to potentially the 3rd position. Clayton Good with big momentum from Moyer. Moyer's going to eat him up with the 4 new tires. And he's going to bring Lim right with him. Now Clayton's fighting on the outside. These guys see blood in the water. They know this is an opportunity to potentially take down one of the fast cars and get it done soon. They're running it very high, almost contact there, door to door. Going into turn number 3, Clayton Good is going to fall all the way down to position number 3 as Moyer takes the lead for the first time here today. It's been a competitive field. We've seen Boyd up front. He got a penalty on a restart. We've seen Lem win stage number 1, and now we're seeing into the wall. Oh boy, here we go. Is everyone going to save it? It appears they will. Zach got a little bit nuts. 3 wide going into turn number 1. 3 wide everywhere going into 1 as everyone's ducking to get around DJ's schema. Now I would imagine DJ probably, he probably got ran over, to be completely honest. These guys they seen blood in the water and they went for it. Moyer with a big win coming into that one.
Let's take a look at DJ Schema and just see what happened to him. I think the tires just went away on him, honestly. He gets down a little bit of a bobble down there on the apron. Yeah, he just lost it.
Wow. That was big, good work by everyone to avoid him. They split him like Noah split the seas here. Oh, hey, well, no, you know what I mean. Anyway, Moyer's up front. And it's looking fun, man. I mean, man, I'm so impressed with Clayton Good.
I was just going to say that. Honestly, he's done a great job. He's only lost 2 positions from the drop of the green flag, which came about 3-4 laps ago now. So to fall to 3rd, still have a 0.7 of a second gap on what I would say is arguably one of the quickest cars on the racetrack tonight in Bailey Mills. Bailey's losing a lot of ground, actually. Right as I say that, he hits the wall. Just unfortunate there for Bailey.
Mills slapped the wall. That must have a lot of damage on it because he's slowing mega slow down the front straightaway. 13 to go in stage number 2. Oh, he ripped the front bumper off. Front bumper is off of that machine. You see it there. Oh, jeez, this is going to be big. Everyone's going to try to get around him. That car is going to be dead in the water. We'll see if he can hang on to the lead lap. Will he be hitting pit road? He's trying to keep it on the track, man. I'm surprised it's going as fast as it is currently. This is a mile-per-hour track. The fact that he is slowing, it's going to be tough to make it all the way back around. But, jeez, Bailey Mills in car number 11. Looking all rough out there. That's probably going to take his first fast repair of the night when we get the yellow flag on lap number 40. Now he's doing a great job holding off Grimace back there. But here comes Clayton Good running 3rd. The battle for the lead is on with Moyer and Lim trying to go to work here and see who can come out on top of this one. Lim applying all the pressure in the bank right now. And Rocky Boy trying to get up there and earn his lap back as well as he's approaching the rear bumper of Lim and Moyer. And that just goes to show how much Rocky is going to have come into this thing because he's probably going to get his lap back here soon.
If I'm the leaders, I'm really taking note of this 16 car right now, DLB. As a lap car, he would have had to start at the tail of the field, so that would have been back even in the 13th position, and now finds himself up in what would be the 2nd spot side by side with Junsu Lim up here at the front of the field. So that just shows the pace that Rocky Boyd has, and if he's able to just drive by Lim and Moyer, they're on the same tire strategy. So this is the pace that Rocky Boyd has. I think he is going to be the car to beat when he gets his lap back here in about 12 laps.
Absolutely, but how much pressure is he going to apply to these leaders? He has earned the name, unfortunately, after Chicago. His new name is Rocky Boyd. He took out a number of contenders. Rocky Boyd. He has took out a number of contenders.
Chicago.
There is, this guy went bowling in the turn 1. So anyway, he doesn't have the best reputation currently in the league. He has been known for taking out a few of his competitors. He's fighting to get back on the lead lap. But if I'm Lim, I'm a little hesitant on having him on my rear bumper. And he's taking note of that. Does he let him go? Or does he keep right? There we go. You see it. Contact.
Ricky.
Ricky. Enemies are being made, and rightfully so. It's going to be interesting to see how this one really ends up. Because Rocky is, almost retaliation going on. And we seen that. Lim is fired up.
If I'm Lim... If I'm Lim, I would have let him by a couple laps ago, just seeing, first off, how quick he is, and second, how aggressive he's willing to be to get the spot. let him by, let him get up there and battle it out with Ryan Moyer at the front. That's likely going to pull Moyer back to Lim and actually work in Lim's favor. So kind of questionable trying to keep Rocky behind there for Lim, but then again, I'm up here in the booth, they're down there on the racetrack, so I'm not able to make those calls.
Rocky has taken out his own teammate twice this year going for the win. I don't know what he's willing to do with a lead lap car in front of him, but it may not be pretty. We're going to keep our eyes on that, as I believe we got a car all the way down to the bottom in the back. That is Hutnick having a struggling night. I mean, he's trying to rebound, trying to make the best out of it, but it has been a tough night for that number 88 of Hutnick. Well, we've seen Rocky Boyd make it to the rear bumper of Moyer. Can he get it done here and earn his lap back? Either way, he's going to get the lucky dog. But I think he just wants to get up there and earn it and make a point. Moyer may be a little bit smarter here. He might just pull back, let him go. Moyer might just say, screw it, I'm going to race you, buddy. Because right now he's hanging on to his right side, and this could bring Lim right back into the picture and potentially give him the lead if he's not careful. As here we come, off turn number 2, and down the back straightaway, we're going to see both the lead lap cars going to team up on the outside. I would imagine Moyer may try a hop down right here, unless he's really trying to keep Boyd from getting around it. He was smarter about it. He's seen Lumbus charging, didn't want to open up that door for another second. So put Rocky Boyd back on the lead lap, as he is there once again. We got a spin. Sam Horst has went around on the inside as his night continues to struggle. One car incident. He will hang on to it and try to continue. But the fight for the lead is not over, because here comes Lim to the inside of Moyer. Knocking it up, almost contact in turn number 1. I think Lim had to almost slam on the brakes to keep from running into the back of our race leader, Moyer.
Yeah, I think now Moyer's a little bit quicker than that of Rocky Boyd. Boyd's used up his tires to get up through the field, which I think is now playing into the hands of Ryan Moyer. And by the way, Bailey Mills had that damage earlier on. He is now taking it to pit road, as has Sam Horst. So a couple cars on pit road as the battle for the lead is brewing, stuck behind what would be the lap car of Rocky Boyd. He is currently on the tail end of the lead lap, running in position number 12, and should move up into 11th here very shortly.
You can tell we got some frustrations up front. I mean, just how hard they're diving into these corners. There's some frustration. And it's like, I don't think Rocky would block the leaders to stay on the lead lap. But to be completely honest, I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him. We're going to see if that's going to happen. But this is definitely going to affect the outcome of stage number 2. I mean, Lim is in probably the best position right now, because he's putting Boyer in a position where it's like, hey, buddy, you got to go get it. If you don't go get it, I'll go get it. And here he comes to the inside. Lim's going to get there, but Lim's going to have the same problem of, okay, how do I get around Rocky Boyd? So as we see this unfold, we're going to have 6 laps remaining at the line for stage number 2, with Lim in a position of where it's pretty much go get the pass done or get past. But we're going to probably see the change for the lead here.
Well,
change multiple times.
And one thing to point out, though, here, look right behind them. There's Jeremiah Taylor. He is getting into that picture very fast. He's only 0.7 of a second behind Ryan Moyer, who's now in the 2nd spot. So all 3 of these guys about to be under a blanket with just 5.5 laps to go in stage number 2.
Jeremiah Taylor won this race last season. That is the only DLBTV Racing League win he has to his name. After a final lap crash involving me and Mike 81, kind of snuck him into the picture. He got it done.
What are you doing, Reckon?
I got ran over. I ain't even gonna lie. But anyway, but we got 5 laps remaining at the line. Rocky has checked out a little bit. He has left these guys a little bit, and this will allow them to kind of race it out. And maybe helping Lim a little bit, as he has drafting help in front of him, or he's not dragging so much from the straightaway. It may actually be a bit of an advantage for him and could potentially get him that 6th stage win in a row. He does have some heavy competition behind him. And also Jeremiah Taylor just sneaking slowly more into the picture. Clayton Good, who stayed out, has somehow held us top 5, which really goes to show the speed and pace he has in that car. Very impressive. Because he's still fighting and kicking back there to hold on to that top 5 position. When he pits, he's going to be on 4 new tires. Could potentially have a shot to get it done here. At the line is going to be 4 laps remaining in stage number 2. And the action is only heating up a little bit more and a little bit more. Off turn number 4, here we come. Big momentum. This could be it going into 1. He's going to be looking low. There's blocking going on in stage number 2 for the win. Lim is going to lead him into turn number 1. Moyer is getting more and more impatient. Next time around will be 3 remaining in stage number 2.
And one thing to keep in mind here for those keeping track at home, Rocky Boyd has consistently been about 0.3 of a second quicker than those 2 leaders and really the rest of the field. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the pit stop cycles through. And again, you mentioned Clayton Good still up there in the top 5. He's on nearly 40 lap old tires, which is about, 40 laps older than everyone else out here. They're all on fresher tire, or I guess 20 or so laps newer than everybody else, but still a huge difference for Clayton Good and the rest of these guys. If he's running 5th on old tires with 7 seconds, by the way, between himself and 6th place Jonathan Harris, I'd watch out to see what that 0-3 can do on fresh tires.
He's never won in the DLBTV racing.
He very well could tonight.
I don't know if he's ever even won on iRacing. So if he can get it done tonight, it would be a big deal for Clayton Good. I would love to see it. That would be a party we'd be having all night if he could seal that deal. Right now, you see it here. It's going to be 2 remaining at the line. Lim getting over the draft there off Rocky Boyd. Not a lot changing up front. Tilton lagged out of the lobby. He's currently 18 laps down. Sam Horse, after a struggling night, is running 6 laps down. Bailey Mills, who has top 5 speed, currently 1 lap down after making that pit stop and taking that fast repair. You also see Hutnick, who has had a struggling night. He's running in position number 12. Boyd is in the 11th, back on the lead lap. So when the yellow does drop, this will give the log to Hutnick.
Yeah, and Jacob Hutnick's one of those guys that has consistently shown speed, just hasn't really had the luck. Unfortunately for Bailey Mills, he's going to be trapped 1 lap down, have to wait for either another caution period or do what Rocky Boyd just did and drive around everyone else. Also, potentially has the option of just taking a wave by if everyone else does come down pit road. Of course, only a couple laps from the previous pit stop for Bailey Mills as we're coming around to the white flag here to end stage number 2. These guys are putting on a good show here tonight, DLB.
Oh yeah, I am impressed with so many of them. I mean, Harris is a name we don't see a whole lot. He's running in 6th. This could be an opportunity for him. And, he's in the Grimace machine. It may be a good opportunity for him to get it done here tonight. The white flag is waving for stage number 2. You see it there. Lim is up front. He has the safety of... Oh, Rocky Boyd is off pace. Rocky Boyd is off pace.
Wow.
What is going on? Whoa, is he okay? Rocky Boyd is off pace. I don't know what just happened, but this is going to put him back a lap down.
So everything we just said about Hutnick getting back on the lead lap, that's out the window.
Would you put it past Rocky to do this just to take the lucky dog from Hutnick?
Yes. It wouldn't surprise me if some strategy came into play, limit some of the guys that are on the lead lap, put himself back up there, because really he'd easily be able to get by them. So quite interesting anyways, as we're coming to the line here, DLB.
Here we come, green and white checker to Lim, 6 in a row for the stage. Incredible. Putting the yellow flag out for the Brickyard 400 as we're headed into the final stage here tonight. I am having so much fun. I know Derek Eichler said he couldn't make the lobby before it timed out. Derek, we missed you, buddy. Maybe we'll get you into the next one here at Michigan. We got 40 laps remaining. We're at the halfway mark. Paying attention to the strategy. We now have Rocky Boyd 1 lap down. He's going to get the lucky dog here and get called back up. We have on no tires Clayton Good running in the 5th position. And then up front, we got Lim and Moyer, both running 1 and 2. Lim with 6 stage wins in a row. Moyer looking for his first win of the season. He's trying to punch his ticket into the playoffs, and this may be his best opportunity. Just like last season, the leaders can get tangled up, and if they do, That's going to open the door for potentially the third place driver to go snag another win. Time after time, this seems to be one that comes all the way down to the final lap. The past 2 seasons, it came down to a final lap pass for the win of the Brickyard 400. Will we see it here tonight for the 3rd consecutive race in a row? It's about to be opened.
I think everyone's going to come down pit road. You don't have the certainty of a caution here in this final stage, about 35 lap run to the finish line. So you want to come down, make sure you have as much fuel as possible. So when you do make that final pit stop, because there will be one more, you have to take minimal fuel. You have the opportunity, maybe go down, slap 2 tires on it rather than 4, get back out there and just do what you can do best, which for Lim and Moyer is dominate this race.
Absolutely. I mean, they know that they are their biggest competition. Now, Moyer is typically the tire saving guy. He's typically the guy to save the tires, be there at the end. I wouldn't put it past him that we may have not seen 100% of what he can do yet.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to throw that out. But with Lim winning 6 stages in a row and already having a win this season, you know you're going to have to drive through him to get to the end. Now, I think we also are going to see a competitive factor of who's going to be the 3rd guy to pick up 2 wins this season. Will it be Lim or will it be Rocky Boyd? Because both of them are fighting in the playoffs before we even get to the playoffs. The pits are opened. Not sure if anyone's going to stay out this time. It may not be the best idea because we're heading into a 40-lap stint. But who's going to win the race off pit road? We got Lim, we got Moyer. It is go time. From Indianapolis on pit road as the crews are going to go to work. Here's to get in pretty clean there by Lim. Very impressive. Will he be the first off pit road now?
2 tire stop.
Bailey
It looks
Mills.
like Bailey Mills. Yeah. Actually, it might have been gas and go for Mills. He's still 1 lap down, though, as Lim going to win the race off pit road ahead of Moyer. And Clayton Good going to come off pit road in the 3rd spot. So great stop there by Good, gaining 2 positions in that pit stop.
And Good is focused tonight. I mean, I think we could have seen... It's going to be interesting. I mean, Mills is now going to be leading. Bailey Mills is going to be leading, I believe. I mean, the ticker doesn't have it, so I don't believe he was a lap down.
Bailey was a lap down, actually. So gonna get the wave around despite coming down pit road. So Bailey Mills, that's interesting because that's usually a penalty for entering a close pits, because as a lap down you wouldn't have been able to come down pit road. But we'll see what happens here for Bailey Mills. I think it's going to be a wave around, which really could play into the cards of Bailey Mills here.
Absolutely. I mean, he decided maybe he didn't take anything. Maybe he just came down and he's like, screw it, I want the wave around and get me back on the lap. And here he is trying to get it done. I mean, maybe he didn't mean a pit. But we're going to see it here. Tilton's going to duck in. Bailey's coming in now. No idea if he got a penalty from that, but Bailey is hitting pit road now. And he's going to come down. Maybe he didn't know he was a lap down.
Well, DLB, as the field took their pit stop, why don't we take a quick ad break and then come back with the conclusion of this one?
Let's do it.
Oh, this is going to be painful for the pocket.
Kyle, we have DriveSmartWarranty.com. Help is 1 tap away.
It's like a pit crew.
Like a pit crew in your pocket.
DriveSmartWarranty.com pays your costly repairs directly to the shop or dealership of your choice nationwide. File a claim or use roadside assistance on the Go DriveSmart app. All plans come with complimentary maintenance and affordable payments.
Call this number now and mention Kyle Weatherman for my exclusive discount.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Here we go, back live from Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400 for the final stage. The pace car is going to be hitting pit road, and we're going to see it here as Lim and Moyer are going to race it out going into turn number 1. Let's see what we have here. The gates are clear, and the hammer has been dropped. It's go time on the outside. Lim with a heck of a jump in that 79 machine. Clayton Good hanging on to the 4th position. Now looking for 3rd, side by side for 2nd. Moyer trying to go a work in a turn number 1 and 2. Almost a door slam, almost contact for 2nd. The action is picking up heavy down the back straightaway.
Battles on for position number 2. Contact right there between Ryan Moyer and Jeremiah Taylor. Here comes Clayton Good taking a peek to the middle. Not gonna do it that time. Good thought better of it. Had the opportunity to potentially split them 3 wide and opted to just get back in line. Now it's side by side for 3rd between Ryan Moyer and Clayton Good.
Oh, Clayton into the wall heavy.
Good gonna drop down to
road.
the entryway. Is he pitting, or is he just coming down to save the car? He is indeed coming down pit road. Unfortunately, the Good run gone sideways for Good.
He has a fast repair. It's not over yet.
Just a lot of work ahead of him now.
To get it. Rocky Boyd trying to come through the field up to 5th as he's trying to find his way around a few of his competitors, finding his way around Cameron. He's going to get that position done. Rocky is flying through the field currently. So Sanquez Gregory asked me, y'all know how Skittles make gummies now? I don't know.
They
We gotta
do.
come to the wall.
They're quite delicious. That's Benjamin Archuleta in the wall.
Okay, so Skittles make gummies now. I need to give that a try. Whoa, Hutnick.
Jacob Hutnick,
Hutnick's so excited. He's at his target right now for Skittle gummies.
He thought that was the track exit. He was taking the stage right to head and get himself some gummies.
He said, I'm out. So as we watch up front, here comes Boyd for 4th. Like Boyd's biggest competition very well be himself.
100%.
As he's fighting Grimace right now for that 4th position. Grimace ain't gonna go down easy.
Channeling his inner Hamburglar right now down the back
Here he
straightaway.
comes. He's going to roll over and give it to Boyd as Boyd is going to take over the 4th position. Clayton Good, he is still rolling on track, I believe, after coming to pit road, and he must have took his fast repair, and now he's just begging for a yellow. He very well may get it.
Still on the lead lap for Clayton Good, which is definitely a positive. That's a positive for Bailey Mills as well, as Sam Horst gonna do a little bit of off tracking here in that number 6 machine.
You're tracking it.
He too was looking for the Skittle gummies.
Exactly. Maybe they're getting hard to find nowadays. Sanquez Gregory got us all excited. As we watch the battle for the lead, I think the biggest takeaway here is Jeremiah Taylor finding his way up to 2nd. That's a big deal. Haven't seen him much all day. He's been slowly sneaking his way inside the top 5, and now he's there in contention and trying to make sure that he can pull off a win here tonight. But Unbroken Vet put in the chat with the house back to being fixed, we'll make it next season. So, hey, we'll see you back next season, Unbroken Vet. Always looking forward to having you back in the racing league. We've been missing you, buddy. So as we're approaching lap number 50, that means we're approaching 30 laps remaining. How hard are you going into this run? I mean, obviously you don't want to push it 100%. Because you want tires come the end. But I feel like that's going to be a big question come the end of this stint. And some of these guys may be betting on a yellow flag.
Whoa!
Whoa! We got a crash!
Who was that?
Happened? I don't know. Is he alive?
No!
Damn!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Damn! Dude. Oh boy.
Wow.
From dirt track into fatality. He's trying to pit, I believe. Oh my goodness, Sam.
So Sam Horst has died.
That's what Gregory says. Get this man some milk.
Oh my gosh, he needs more than milk. He needs a hospital.
I believe that was his final fast repair. That will end the day. Sam Horst in a very violent way. So we got the top 4 under a blanket. Hutnick is coming to pit road. He's going to lock her down pretty early, and he is now pitting. May have just called it a day.
He did
Gave
indeed.
up on her.
Maybe he had some parts from the Sam Horst machine.
And he rage quit regardless. He said, I'm out of this. So
Battle's
as we're
on for
watching
the
the battle
lead.
up front, Lim trying to play defense here. Jeremiah Taylor. So Jeremiah, from my experience, Jeremiah typically is a hard charger. Not much of a tire saver. He'll save them once they're about dead. But Jeremiah Taylor is a hard charger. He may be trying to go get this win and go get it right now with 30 laps remaining. How hard is Boyd pushing it? How hard is Moyer pushing it? I know Moyer isn't giving it 100%. I think Jeremiah Taylor is trying to go all over his competition right now, and Lim is just trying to hang on to it. Here we go, battle for the lead. He looked low, but it wasn't enough because there was a deep sim by Lim to hang on to it. Top 4 is under a blanket. Now, fuel mileage-wise, can anyone make it 40 laps here at Indianapolis with the next-gen car?
No, there's no way they're going to be able to make it 40 laps to the end of this one. This is one heck of a battle up, by the way. Watching Ryan Moyer take a look to the high side of Jeremiah Taylor. You asked what percentage these guys are going at. I would say Jeremiah Taylor's 100% right now. Ryan Moyer, high 80s. Rocky Boyd, 150.
That sounds about right for Rocky Boyd, as he is attempting to take them 3 wide. If there's a hole, he's going for it. He's going to try to shove Boyer straight by, and here we go, boys. The action's on to the bottom now, looking for second place. He's going to try to get the pass down on the limb here momentarily. Will he be able to get it done clean, or will this have yellow flag written all over it?
Well, we definitely hope it doesn't have yellow flag anywhere near it, but looking back from Lim, you can just see the Boyd Shark getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Cue the Jaws music. He's on his way, a 10th and a half back, and when we were talking about him going 150%, he was 0.4 of a second back. Now just over 1/10 behind Lim, and that was in a matter of 1 lap. So Rocky Boyd absolutely pushing it to the limit, but is that limit too far right now? And I think it might be.
Rocky Boyd has earned the reputation of being the villain of the league. And when I say villain, he is the villain of the league, possibly going to be the villain of iRacing as a whole one day. He's nothing but pure excitement and entertainment, but this guy has no point of where he backs off. It's full aggression every lap, no matter if he's 5 laps down or battling for the lead or battling for last place. There's no limits with this guy. This guy will take out his teammates, so when a race, he does not care. As he's going for the pass on Lim, how aggressive will he be going in a turn at number 1? He's going to dive that baby in there, but will he be able to hook the bottom? Little bobble right there may hurt him on exit and help Lim. Door. Boyd is going to get the upper hand in turn number 4, but will he be able to carry that momentum off? He was door-slamming the lead lap cars earlier, and now he's fighting for the lead point at the Brickyard. At the line, it's going to be Lim. This battle is far from over. A lot is still going to happen. Back in a 1 goes Boyd. Sideways goes Boyd.
They're leaning on each other.
Go.
This is tight right now between Lim and Boyd. Boyd gonna body Lim up the racetrack as here comes Ryan Moyer into the picture as well. Moyer and Boyd down to the grass, 3 wide.
Oh no, what is Boyd doing? Oh, this is gonna end bad. Somebody's gonna lose their temper here. This is bad. Boyd said the only way I'm leaving the lead point is in a body bag. Take me out if you want it. Boyd is doing everything to hold this lead. He is keeping it exciting, but here we go, boys. Door again. Is it going to be a door slam? He's trying to do everything to get that side draft. You said it, Rocky may be pushing it 150% right now. If that's the case, hold your breath back in a 1 and make it dirty.
Moyer's not
pin
going
him
to
down a
like
little
the
bit.
fact that he got pushed to the grass either, though. Watch that Pennzoil machine to get up here and use that bumper on the 16 of Boyd. He might not use it now as
Sideways.
Boyd was sideways right there, but watch for Moyer. He's absolutely going to throw some aggression into this and make sure that he beats Rocky Boyd no matter what position it is.
And I'm seeing all 3 of these stuff up, and that's because of anger in the chat. And look at everyone else. The whole top 5 is here now because how these guys are racing.
Grimace is even here, man. Like, they're all on
Grimace.
scene.
He struck the Grimace shake, and he's on the move. He wants blood. Here we come. Back at it again. Boyd trying to make the pass here. This is nuts. Boyd to the inside. I've seen some aggression out of Lim we have not seen all season, but I think Lim has just had it at this point. He has had it. He's saying if you want to be the villain, you're going to be the villain here. So off turn number 2, and maybe another slide job here. Sideways again for Boyd a little bit. The upper hand, and you're seeing it there. Moyer doesn't want to work with Boyd. He's going to the outside knowing he's at a disadvantage just so they can try and double team him.
Now, I'm no psychic or anything here at DLB, but all I can think of right now is seeing that 16 car absolutely sideways off of somebody's nose here in the closing 25 laps. I don't think they're going to take too kind of this aggression, and it may come into play and come to bite the 16 in the butt.
Oh, it will. It will. We got a protest tab on the Discord server. We're gonna get some protests after this one, 1,000%. Not a doubt in my mind. There's about a month break after this one. Hey, get your TV
break.
time, get your popcorn ready. We're going for a ride here with 24 remaining. Oh, you seen it there? Lim came down a little bit. Try to side draft him. He said, hey, if you want to play that game, we're gonna play it, buddy. Here we come, top 3 under a blanket. A little bump there for a Lim going into the entry. Rocky maybe just trying to shoot him up the hill at this point. Top 5 is under a blanket. The 6th position is now 5 seconds back. Here we come, battle for second. We've seen Moyer get chopped earlier by Boyd. What is he gonna do with him going into turn number 1? As I know he's not too happy.
Now, this top 3 being together, that is the definition of a heated blanket, not just a regular blanket right now. This is a heated blanket. They are all running very hot. 23 laps to go. Lim doesn't like Boyd. Moyer doesn't like Boyd. Boyd doesn't like anybody. It's going to be one heck of a battle here in this closing 23 laps.
Well, sideways there for Moyer.
Oh, no!
Oh, wreck. There's going to be a 1-car incident. Let's see what we got here. I believe we're going to keep it green as the number 11 is going to keep it moving. That is Bailey Mills that has one around.
That is one thing I love about this league. If it's a 1-car incident, we're not throwing the yellow. We're keeping green. We're keeping clean. And up front, they're pretty mean as Moyer blinking out just a little bit there.
Go Riley Tilton, 18 laps down, has now ran down this pack.
Man, I don't think he's going to unlap himself by the end of this one, but great drive anyways by Tilton, and unfortunately what could have been for him tonight is really showing. He likely could have been a top 5 car.
Absolutely. I mean, geez, 22 laps remaining, so we know fuel mileage may be a bit of a concern. Grimace may have just hit the wall back there as well. I believe he did wash up a little bit tight there off turn number 2. More blocking up front. I think we have seen the aggression level dial back a little bit from Boyd.
I'm going to ask you this, though.
Guys.
You say fuel mileage is a concern. Are they concerned? I don't think so.
They're a little more than concerned. I don't know.
I don't even think they're thinking about it right now.
Oh, absolutely not. I think they're just thinking of, who they want to fight post-race.
They just want the, yeah, exactly. We got to get the wrestling ring set up. Jeremiah Taylor's on the scene as well.
Race control.
Yeah.
Race control is going to have it after this one. Here we go. We'll bobble there by Boyd. He's stepping up again.
Harris bobbled as well. Grimace is grimacing back there inside that top 5. This is one heck of a battle up front, though. Lim, Boyd, Moyer, even Taylor and Harris up in this fight.
Absolutely. Let's see what Boyd can do. He's all but bump drafting in a turn number 3. He's going to back off just enough and keep from shooting him up the hill. He's trying to push him out of the way currently. Oh, here we go. The number 11 car is doing burnouts on the back straightaway.
Yeah, Benjamin Archuleta
20
around.
remaining. Here we come, Boyd again. It's go time. There's blocking going on. And, you know, Boyd opened that window for blocking. It's fair game for anything that goes on up front. 19 to go when they get back to the line. Here he comes, and big chop there by Lim. Rocky ain't gonna respect that too much. He's gonna throttle up and drag it to his inside. Rocky be able to hold it here. Side by side for it. Rocky with a bubble. Not enough to get it done. Barely hops back in the line.
What a fight here between Boyd and Lim. Just over 19 laps remaining in this one. Lim, Boyd, Moyer, is Benjamin Archuleta going to take it to pit lane? We just saw him around not too long ago, so coming down for a set of tires. And speaking of coming to pit lane, if they are tight on fuel, when do they come down? Do they try to push it to 10 to go? Do they think that's too late and maybe come with about 15? Are we within just a handful of laps from that final pit stop? I really think we might be, because you don't want to push it too far, but if you're up here in this top 5 battle, you don't really want to differ from what everyone else is doing too much.
Yeah, and it might be beneficial to get off strategy a little bit, because clearly these guys are holding each other up anyway. So will anyone jump the gun and try a pit early is going to be a question. If not, they may keep it out thinking that they're going to cause a caution, and we may go as long as we can here, and maybe there's a little bit they can save in the tank. Just nobody is clearly saving, and this is one of the toughest tracks to save fuel at, because the throttle time is just too much. Even being 1 lap short is a lot to make up at a track as big as Indianapolis with this much throttle time. 18 to go at the lane. We have seen the top 2 now break out. That is Rocky Boyd and Lim. But Rocky is bump drafting down the front straightaway, trying to break them away from Moyer. Rocky said, all right, buddies, I know you guys aren't too happy with me, but at least I'll 1v1 you and not have this be a 2v1. Boyd is trying to make this a 2-horse race. He's trying to lower his competition level, and then he feels like he can take care of Lim. Maybe on the final lap, maybe come to the end, but Lim is throwing in a strong point, just like Boyd, where, hey, if you want to win this thing, buddy, you got to drive through me. That's one thing we are continuing to see. Rocky all over the rear bumper. He's not cutting this guy an inch here. 17 to go with the line. Seeing Moyer slowly come back, but he's not quite there yet. But he is on his way back to the front. Here comes Boyd once again. I feel like his best momentum is off turn number 4. And he's going to try to set something up as we got the snake effect going on down the front straightaway. Oh, into the wall goes Boyd.
Yeah, we'll see if this affects him whatsoever. The Rocky Boyd machine in that second spot once again, taking a peek down to the inside, trying to get a run on the lower rumble strips there of Lynn. They're going to go side by side. Here we go.
It's on. He tried to move him. Lim is not going to be too happy about that. Door slam from Lim. He's not happy about it. Rocky's coming back up on retaliation.
Wow.
Lim's going to hop in behind him. Is the race over? Lim is standing at the throttle. Boyd is sideways. Saved it, and he's trying to get away now. He roughed up a few of his competitors, and now he's saying adios, amigos. Boyd, I thought he was going to hit pit road how low he came there trying to break the draft.
This is absolutely wild. We actually saw this banned in IndyCar from driving so low in the snake effect on the front straightaway. Now we're seeing it here with Rocky Boyd, where he's going to risk putting himself in the tire barrels just to try to avoid having any draft from behind of Lim and Moyer. And now with Lim and Moyer getting together, that's going to make things really interesting. Riley Tilton going to go way off in the grass down there in turns 1 and 2. Single car incident. We will stay clean. We will stay green as we're coming to just 15 laps to go. Nobody in the top 10, nobody on the lead lap has come down pit road here, DLB. So I'm starting to think they might be okay on fuel. It's just, will these tires hold up with how hard they're racing?
I don't think so. I think we're already seeing Rocky struggle a little bit. That guy is giving it 110 right now, 110% out of 100, and you were seeing him get loose here and there. It's not only hurting his tires more, but it's showing he doesn't really have the grip remaining on the car. So we're just seeing hard fault battles go on for the most part, and we got action going on everywhere. But with 15 remaining, I think the question is now, does Boyd even have the tires come to the end? 15 laps is a long way to go at Indianapolis, and if you're up front, you're also a bit of a sitting duck. And if you made as many enemies as he did, somebody might send you.
That's exactly it. And if we do get another caution, which we cannot rule that out at this point, obviously tires are going to start going away. We've seen guys like Rocky Boyd completely sideways at the front of the field. And obviously, if he's going to do it, you can't rule that out for somebody else too. And with everyone so tight together in the back of the field, one guy getting a little bit sideways, all of a sudden you have a pile up, multiple cars, cautions out, and you're going to put all these guys nose to tail at the front of the field where they're already not happy with Rocky Boyd. Those bumpers, those doors, everything going to come into play, and that 16 likely to get moved if we do end up in that scenario.
I think you got to watch Moyer and Taylor just in case. Just in case these top two don't make it. Maybe even fifth, in case it gets really bad on the
Grimace.
Grimace. Grimace may get it done here tonight.
Man, he's got the smile.
Grimace.
He's excited.
Grimace, you may be in the best position right now to win this, baby. I'm not even going to lie to you.
The creepiest looking character ever invented is Grimace, but, he's doing a nice job in fifth. Here comes Lim once again.
I'm looking low. Now, that's what we call a bit of a fake. It means basically, I want to screw with you and see if you take the bait.
Oh, yeah. Play mind games at this point.
Yeah, that's something I do a lot of my racing, is even if I'm not close enough to make that pass, make yourself look dangerous. Make yourself look like, hey, I'm going for the pass 4 car lengths back. Sometimes they fall for it and leave the bottom groove open. It's a mind game that a lot of sim racers know, and we're seeing that right now with Lim. I hate to call him out live in the air like this, but that's exactly what he's doing.
There's a reason a guy like Lim has won, 7 stages in a row now. He knows how to get it done, knows how to be up front, knows how to dominate races. He can play those mind games, and he absolutely has so far. 12 laps to go this time, and the battle for the lead does continue. Snaking on the front straight, everyone looking for an opportunity maybe to make a move. And what Lim is looking for there, Dustin, is Rocky to react and really open up the opportunity for Lim to actually make that pass.
I can still see in Rocky's car just how sideways it was off one. He is smoking the tires. Look at the counter steer. I mean, just going on board with the guy. This guy is counter steering in the turns, which is doing nothing but taking a torch to the tires and just destroying them. And it's not just like here and there. Every time off one, he's counter steering. Check this out. Look at counter steer there off turn number 3. This guy is pushing hard. So Aiden in the chat said, Boyd better go or he's going to get punted. May happen.
I want to see the counter steer on Lim's car here, see if it's anything similar as they go through turn 1 and 2 this time. 11 laps to go, 3.5 tenths. I believe Lim just touched the wall right there, but Boyd's done it a handful of times. That's just these guys pushing it to the limit. Yeah, they're all counter steering there. Moyer, same thing. Jeremiah Taylor's doing it, as is Grimace.
Yeah.
Actually, Grimace isn't really doing it too much. Jonathan Harris, by the way, is the driver referred to as Grimace, currently running very solid in the 5th spot, just ahead of Cameron Romano, DJ Sakima, Clayton Good, Chris Hood, and Ray Coyle in the top 10. Coyle, if you guys remember, did not make the initial start on this one, so he actually started essentially a lap down.
Absolutely. So we're looking at the gap right now. 0.3 is the gap. 0.37. Currently, we're going to keep an eye on that. If the line is going to be, we're going to keep it updated here. About 0.34 at the line. We're going to see if he's closing that gap. It seems like he's so close right now, but he's so far away. Now, up in front of them, we got lap traffic.
Cars. Yeah.
Okay, do these lap cars have beef with Boyd, is my question. Oh, my cars. Oh, geez.
We got Clayton Good, Chris Hood, and Ray Coyle right there. Coyle going to drop all the way down to the inside. That's going to be an easy one to get by. Respect out of Ray Coyle right there, the Canadian. Next up is Chris Hood.
Yeah, Ray Coyle's name used to be Ken Block on iRacing. They let him keep Block on the windshield banners, but he did have to change his name.
Rocky.
There goes my boy. Dirty air. Now the blocking's gonna happen. Watch this. 9 to go. He's gonna try really this. Oh, that was a pick post.
That was close right there. Junsu Lim nearly got the opportunity to get by Rocky Boyd right there as they were going by Chris Hood. Clayton Good just up the road, by the way, about 10 seconds. I'm not sure if they're going to get to him, but this battle definitely still on for the lead. They've cut that gap in half with just 9 laps to go.
So, what do? Do you wait till the final lap and just mow him over? You make the move now and race it out and, you know, take chances and him trying to door slam you and do everything to get back around you and very well wreck you, even if you do get around him. I mean, you got to really think about how you're going to race this guy because you got to know what you're signing up for. And honestly, the best bet, maybe just wait till final lap and just drive through him because he's going to do it to you if you don't do it. Here we come. Big block down the front straightaway all the way to the bottom. Not going to get enough that time. To the door goes Lamb. Side by side on a 1. He's going to bomb that baby in. Got pinched down a lot there by Boyd. Boyd, the villain on the outside, trying to take it from Lamb. It's not over yet. Here he comes. Had a bell out of it. Couldn't hold it on the bottom, but it was enough side draft that stayed to the door. Boyd into the wall. Boyd almost came down and wiped out his competition. The lead goes Lamb.
Wow. This is likely to send Rocky Boyd off the edge here with just 7.5 laps to go. Your question was, when do you go for it? Well, it was right then and there as Lim goes to the race lead, Boyd back to second, and now they have 3.5 seconds over third place Ryan Moyer. So Moyer's used up the good in his tires. He's way back as I believe that's Tilton just got the wall in the background. No, Tilton's out of this one, so it wasn't him, but somebody got the wall pretty good. It might have been Chris Hood actually towards the tail of the field, currently running in the 9th position, but up front, 0.4 of a second for Lim. He's pulling away from Boyd now.
You gotta get away because regardless, clean pass or not, Boyd is gonna move you if he gets the opportunity. You got to get away.
Well, and one thing about this racetrack is Lim decided to start blinking with 7 to go. Is turn number 4. If you line it up properly, you can nearly full send that corner without actually lifting, depending on the angle of entry. So you're going to get your tires all the way down, almost into the grass through turn number 4, and you're going to be able to ride it all the way up, almost into the outside wall, but you're carrying the pace all the way through the corner. So if Boyd sets himself up about a half second back and does that going into turn number 4, he could still have one final shot at Lim, but he's got to time this right because now that gap nearly 0.9 of a second.
Oh, I'm not counting him out of it at all. I don't care if he's a second back. I am not counting him out of it. I mean, 5 to go. Lim is looking promising, but it's not over yet. There is so much. I'm getting reports from race control. There's beep on the radio. So I'm really curious on what is going on in the race currently. So we got 6 laps to go as reports from race control are feeding in to the DLBTV Racing League. And it looks like Lim and Boyd are beeping on the radio currently. We can't hear it, but apparently it's getting pretty bad.
Maybe we don't want to hear it. As 5 laps to go, just over 1 second the gap. And DLB, you said it. You can still not count Rocky Boyd out of this one.
Absolutely, never. You can never count him out of this one. Definitely not. And we got other drivers even farther in the back. Cameron Lavano, you know, he's also apparently getting in on Boyd as well. Too. And he hasn't even had any interaction with them today. They're just done with him.
He's had a quiet but solid night, Cameron Romano, as of course he gets sideways.
He's mad at Boyd.
Why?
He's tired of it. I'm telling you, Boyd has become the enemy. He has become public enemy number 1 the past few weeks. This guy is like, I'm going to start calling him the villain Boyd.
Is he like the Kyle Busch of the 2010s?
This is the iRacing's worst nightmare if he ever goes pro.
He very well could. He could.
I mean, I know
there's guys
is not wanting a yellow.
There's guys, DLB, that their egos and their emotions feed off of being the villain as Boyd. You can tell he's pushing it to the absolute limit right there, getting sideways every corner. But these guys feed off of being the villain, being the guy that everyone kind of hates to race around, and that's kind of what Rocky Boyd's turning into here.
Exactly. He loves it, though. I mean, he's almost a second and a half back. Oh, here we go. He's into the wall. Boyd into the wall. Just slapped it right there. The car is damaged. Boyd, the car took a weird swing in the turn. And I don't know what happened to Boyd. Almost like he just held it wide open.
It's possible. He could just be pushing it to the absolute limit. Maybe willing to risk getting a caution, because at this point, a caution could still potentially help him.
I wouldn't put it past him if he was trying to bring out a caution because he's beeping up Lim. I wouldn't put it past him.
How many green, white, checkered attempts do we have here, DLB?
We have 3.
I'm not saying that that's what's possibly happening, but I'm also not saying that that's not what's possibly going on right now. Look at the wheel. Look at the wheel and how he's going around these corners.
Back and forth. I don't know. It's gonna be 2 ago. He's shaking it. His arm's starting to itch.
Yeah. Is your arm itchy, Rocky? I think it might be. We'll see.
Here we go.
It has to be a multi-car incident to bring out a caution, though, and
I know.
There's nobody for about 4 seconds back from Rocky Boyd. And speaking of which, Lim now leads by 4 seconds over Rocky Boyd.
Yeah. After that mistake, it cost him a lot. We're gonna come to the white flag. 4-second lead by Lim. He's looking for his 2nd win of the season, joining Mike 81 and Jack Mace with 2 wins apiece headed into the playoffs. This guy has won 6 consecutive stages. He's going to be taking the white flag in his first attempt of the DLBTV Racing League Brickyard 400. Not only he's going to be a championship contender, 1 more lap, and he's going to be a Brickyard 400 winner. So he's going to try and make it through turn number 1 and 2 for the final time. Clean track in front of him, as he's still pulling away from Rocky Boyd on the racetrack. We may have a fight come to the end of this thing. We'll make it a little bit bumpy, so stay tuned for that. As Clayton Good rebounded to the 8th position here today. Good rebound for the struggle of stage number 3 for him. And a turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. All Lim has to do is survive. No reason to push it. 5-second lead. He's going to get out of turn number 3 easy. Up in a 4. And this time by, we are going to see the checkered flag for Lim. He took down the villain here today in the Brickyard 400. And Lim is going to get it done, winning the Brickyard 400 in the DLBTV Racing League.
Lim takes the top spot. Rocky Boyd gonna bring it home in 2nd. Here comes Moyer to round out the podium ahead of Jeremiah Taylor in 4th. Grimace, Jonathan Harris gonna round out the top 5 with Cameron Romano working his way around. He's gonna come home in the 6th spot. Very solid run for Romano, but let's keep our eyes up front just in case something comes between Lim and Boyd. Sakima gonna come home 7th, Good in 8th, Hood in 9th, and Ray Coyle gonna round out the top 10.
So the gap has stayed about the same between Boyd and Lim. Lim is 100% throttle right now. He's going to get to the front straightaway as quick as possible and try to do his burnouts, but here comes Rocky Boyd. Also 100%
And he's not taking it pit side.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man, this may get a little bumpy. This may get a little bumpy. Get your popcorn out, boys. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Definitely slammed into him there. I see penalties after this one. Trying to ruin the celebration by Lim, who is going to do a burnout right behind him. He says, your contact does not faze me. We're getting out of the car, and they're going to put the boxing gloves on.
Wow.
So,
eventful.
It has definitely been eventful. So we're going to have some interviews here. And, yeah, so Twig, mind if we get an interview of Race Control here?
This is unexpected. How can I help you?
Welcome aboard.
Twig.
Welcome.
Are we gonna have a talk with the top 3? I think we're gonna fight in the waiting room right now.
I don't think it's a fight. There were tempers flaring within the last 10 laps there. I overheard just monitoring it a little bit. But definitely make good for radioactive, so I'm not going to spoil any of it.
We've seen
No.
Rocky hit post race, wrecked him while he was doing burnouts. Is that a potential penalty? Is that legal? Is that a gray area?
We'll take a look at it. If it's after the checkered flag, it's probably going to be no penalty. It just happened after the checkered flag, so it doesn't really affect
Alrighty.
the results.
Well, I think we'll get Lem in here if Twig can drag him in here for us and get our first interview of the night done. So, Lem, you did it! Brickyard 400, 6 consecutive stage wins here tonight. You just won the DLBTV Racing League Brickyard 400, jumped up, tied both Jack Mace and Mike 81 with most wins this season with 2 apiece. Walk us through your battle there with Rocky Boyd.
Well, he got upset at me a ton of times. He raced me hard. I race him hard, and whenever I race him hard, yeah, he gets upset at me. So, yeah, not a lot to comment on that. So, yeah, overall.
Do you feel like this could move forward with you and Rocky Boyd? And what was with the contact post race between you and Boyd?
I mean, I don't know. He was upset for something that he's done all the races. I'm not a guy that does a lot of stupidity here, so yeah, he kind of turned down on me in Chicago and probably got upset with that. So that's why he kind of took a side job in the first lap.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your Brickyard 400 victory. You ran a heck of a race. Super proud of that. Run. You won stage 1, won stage 2, and won the race. So fair play to you, brother. Congratulations on your second win of the season.
Yep, thank you.
So with that said, I think we should bring in Rocky Boyd. Rocky, Robert Hill, take it away.
Yeah, joined here by Rocky Boyd, coming home in the second spot tonight. Rocky, walk us through that battle you had with Lim in the closing laps of this one.
Yeah, I tried to race him as clean as I could when I was trying to pass him, but I spent 10 laps trying to pass him clean instead of just chipping him out of the way, and he gets to me and puts me in the wall first chance he gets. So that was interesting. He's wrecked me 2 weeks in a row now, so yeah, I don't really enjoy racing around him too much anymore.
Now, one thing I've learned here tonight is from some of the drivers in the league that you've kind of developed the persona of the villain in the league. How do you feel about that? And are you gonna kind of own that personality?
I guess I just like going fast and turning left, so I've been trying to do that a lot recently, and hasn't been going our way too much as of late. So hopefully we can turn it around.
All right, Rocky. I'm going to pass you over here to Dustin, see if he has any other questions for you, but good run here tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I heard from Race Control Twig there was beef in voice chat. Can you walk us through that? We couldn't get too much out of Lem. So what happened in voice chat? Everyone wants to know.
I mean, we talked. No, there wasn't anything too aggressive said. You just get used up, so you call a guy out, and then he just acts like he didn't do anything wrong. So I don't know. I had fun racing with Ryan and everybody else. Just not really enjoying racing with the limb at the front.
Got you. Thank you so much for dropping by, Rocky Boyd. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Yeah, thank you.
We're to bring in Ryan Moyer. Moyer, you got third. I don't know if I want to interview you about your day or what you've seen between the top two. Walk us a little bit through all of it.
I feel like I I had good short run speed, but I don't know. I was burning the left rear off too much. I don't know. I couldn't keep up with him, but I figured once I saw him racing too hard, I was like, all right, well, I'll just take care of it, see if they wreck, and they didn't. So third place is all I can get.
So, as we talked about, Boyd being a bit of a villain, and we seen earlier he ran you down to the grass. Was there any feelings about that?
He has a reputation in like the official community, so it's the Rocky Boyd special. I'm not too surprised about it. Like he races like that, he races aggressive, but he's fast. If he can figure out how to, not wreck his car a lot, I think he can make pro easily and the Coke series. He's fast, so no, I didn't have hard feelings about it. It's Rocky Boyd.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for dropping by. Congratulations on your podium finish.
Yeah, thank you.
So, as we got reports, Clayton says, "I'm so sad that he hit the wall after the restart. I could have won that race. So disappointed." Clayton, you ran a heck of a race, buddy. It was a war zone up front, but you definitely had top 3, top 4 speed without a doubt. You did amazing. Cameron says that he'll take 6. Indy's not his best track, but he'll take it. Anyone else wants to jump over into voice chat as we're approaching the post-race show? The waiting room is opened. But man, that was nuts as we got new viewers popping into the chat saying, "I'm so mad I missed this race." Buddy, you came in a little bit too late. We had beef today. It was exciting. And why don't we bring in Clayton Good, Clastro. Go ahead and bring him in, and we're going to get a word of Clayton Good.
Oh,
Clayton, my friend.
Oh, I love
What
it.
happened today? You did so good. You were fast all day. You pulled off
just
an amazing finish.
Got stuck in the slick stuff up top. Couldn't turn the car. I tried to hit the brakes and wouldn't slow down enough to get it turned. Just smacked the wall, cut off the restart going into 4. So just disappointed. Clawed back up to 8 though, so I'm proud of it.
Where did all the speed come from tonight? You were fast from start to finish.
That is
One
like
mistake.
200 laps of practice.
I know you were making so many laps, but you were quick. You were up front for a little bit there, played some tire strategy. I mean, either way, this is a great points night for you. And potentially after we update the points, it may put you right back into the playoffs.
Yeah, I did do like a full like race stint and practice like 40-50 laps on one set of tires. I knew I could make it. And after the second restart I pit, and then I guess with the cold tires I just got stuck in the slick and hit the wall.
Absolutely, brother. It's a lot of fun, having you race with us. I appreciate all the support you have given me over the past year, 2 years almost now. So it's been a lot of fun. Always fun racing with you, man. And you did great tonight. I was really cheering for you. I thought tonight could definitely be the night. But hey, we got Daytona coming up. We got Michigan. I know you're fast at Michigan. So, I mean, this definitely isn't the last we're going to hear of Clayton Good this season. But, man, you're just getting faster and faster. I'm super proud of you. I appreciate everything you have done for me and the community over here. And thank you so much for stopping by and racing tonight and getting a quick little interview in here.
Of course, thank you for the interview. Thank you for having me here. And I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good night.
Absolutely, you too, man. So I think we should bring in Cameron since he got in on a little bit of the beef. We should bring in Cameron here. So Cameron, we heard there was beef and we heard you were involved. I want your take on Rocky Boyd, and I want to hear about how your day went.
Well, I mean, he's saying that he got wrecked out of the race, but I was watching the stream, which I probably shouldn't have while I was racing. He was still running second, which, I mean, he's saying, oh, I never got, I got wrecked out. I'm like, dude, you're still in second. And he's like, oh, well, you're still in sixth. Or like, oh, that's why you're in sixth. I'm like, you know what? Indy's not my best track, but you know what? I'm doing better than what I thought. So I'll leave it at that.
I mean, Indy is such a exciting track. You did amazing tonight, and I think the post race show. I think the big question is Rocky the villain of the league? Like, you guys haven't even had a run in, as far as I'm concerned. It seems like there's beef going on between voice chat and this on-track activity. I'm curious to know your thoughts on that.
I mean, call it what you might be. Like, call it as it is. 2010's Kyle Busch, 2020's Denny Hamlin. Either way, someone's got to take on the villain role. I think we didn't really have one in this series last season, so I think it'll probably make it a little bit more exciting. I hope I don't have any run-ins with him. I mean, I usually race everybody pretty clean, hard but fair. You can even see early on in the race, I was racing Ben early on. He passed me. I was like, you know what? You have the run, just take it. I'm not looking to wreck anybody or do anything like that.
Yo, Evo TV, just subscribe. Thank you so much, buddy. Mad appreciation. Cameron, I appreciate you tonight, man. Always appreciate racing with you, and always fun, man. Hopefully I'll see you here at Pocono here in a few weeks. Maybe you can meet Robert Hill in Pocono as well.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for jumping by, Cameron. Congratulations on your run, and have a good one.
Thank you.
But Evo, thank you so much. You know, we hit a level 4 hype train before, but that's Tyler Hunter. So thank you so much, Tyler. Yeah.
We love Cameron.
We do love Cameron, yes.
100 bits by Clayton Good. Between Tyler Hunter and Clayton Good, man, you guys are killing it. Are we about to get another hype train going? Are we about to get one more hype train going?
We do love hype.
Viewership is high on the Rocky Boyd show here tonight. Are we about to get another hype train? Clayton, man, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. You're absolutely killing it. I appreciate you, man. Much love, much appreciation. Yo!
Let's go.
Tyler Hunter has just gifted 5 tier 1 subscriptions. My goodness, Tyler, buddy. I love you, man. What? Oh my goodness, Tyler, bro. You're freaking me out, man. This is wild. Much love, much appreciation. Bro, these things mean the world to me. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you have fun racing in this league. You've always been one of them drivers that I love seeing pop up week after week, and it's been an honor calling your races here this season. Means the world to me. I appreciate all the mad support from both Clayton Good and Tyler Hunter right now. You guys are killing it, man. So I'm going to get the points updated hopefully tonight, and maybe we'll catch one more interview, close this thing out right at the top of the hour, and get a couple more interviews here on the pre-race show. Let's take it, let's hear from Chris Hood. Interview here of HTV and his night. So, Chris, buddy, first off, congratulations on the upcoming wedding. How did you feel about tonight and the Rocky Boyd show? I want to know your input as a driver who hasn't had a run-in with Boyd yet. Do you feel like he's the villain of the league?
Well, very much appreciated on the congratulations. With the whole Rocky Boyd thing, I mean, it was just like the Mike thing back before when Mike was racing very hard to me. I don't mind it at all. I race hard, I'm out of it from racing. But very interesting, very fun to be a part of it and watch it. I mean, he's just passionate. That's all I got to say about it. He's just very passionate about it.
Absolutely. And walk us through your day here in Indianapolis and the Brickyard. You got a solid top 10. You was running right there at Clayton at the end. The DLB Motorsport cars are getting quicker and quicker here the past few weeks.
Yeah, I'll say for me at least, it was difficult getting loose, not knowing the track as much anymore. But a solid, good run. Top 9, I'll take it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Chris Hood.
Appreciate it.
So Tyler Hunter said Dylan Banks brought me into here. I'm glad I had some good racing here. Absolutely. Dylan Banks is a heck of a guy. I honestly believe he's one of the best in the league. I know going into this one, he's leading the regular season championship. So keep pulling for him as an underdog to get this championship, to be completely honest. But, DJ Suskima is a guy that I feel like we should bring in, get an interview with DJ. DJ, what's going on, buddy? So walk us through your night here at the Brickyard 400. DJ is mute. Well, DJ, welcome, DJ.
Welcome.
Walk us through your night for the Brickyard 400, brother.
It was a race I was looking forward to after last season. Last season I led quite a bit, so I was looking forward to hopefully doing the same thing again tonight. Didn't quite work out. Rolled the dice on that first stage and made a lap maybe, and I stuffed it in the wall. And I know I took some other people with me when I did that, but got it straightened around for the second stage break and ended up having to use a fast repair, but doing pretty good. It was a little rough with some of the lap cars putting themselves in places that they probably really shouldn't have been, but it is what it is. So,
And I'm curious to know your thoughts on the Rocky Boyd show and, the beef in the chat, the post-race tempers. I'm curious your input on it.
Having actually raced in real life, racing go-karts and stuff, it's one of those things where there's going to be a stage break coming up. You know that you're going to get your lap back. You're only one down. So just sit and bide your time and don't cause issues for everybody else. If you're racing lead lap cars and you're a lap down, all you're going to do is make everybody mad because you're somewhere where you shouldn't be.
Absolutely. So, do you feel Rocky is the villain of the league?
It seems like he's trying to go that route, but he doesn't want to accept that route or accept the responsibility of it.
Exactly. It's a thing, and as the playoff races unfold here as we continue, it could be something that could heat up in the future. But I appreciate your time, DJ. Thank you so much for stopping by.
No problem.
And we got a couple more interviews here. Let's bring in Sam before we get to the top of the hour. Sam Horst, who had a pretty bumpy night. And see what he has here for this one. And it'll be interesting to see what all has happened. But I don't know if we're going to get Sam in here or not, but be all good, all good, all good. But let's see. Let's move him to... Here we go. Sam, buddy! Sam, how was your night? Walk us through your race. I know it was a little bit bumpy. You had some crashes. And you walk us through what happened. So what happened tonight, Sam? We have a copy, Sam.
Can't hear you guys. Give me a minute.
Okay. We do not have reports from Sam. Ears blocked. Sam? Maybe we...
not doing.
Sam, maybe we should... I think that's going to conclude. Unless we can get Savage Motorsports in here. That is Coy, I believe that's his last name. I refer to him as Kim Block. So let's see if we can get him on air. Ray Coyle, Kim Block himself. Do you got a copy?
Hey, how's it going there, Dan?
Absolutely. So I'm curious, about your night, Canadian native. Maybe I should let Robert Hill take this one.
For sure.
Robert, you wanna get in on this with your Canadian brother?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was a harrowing thing. My PC screwed up right off the bat, so I started in the pits.
Oh, that's rough. I love your paint scheme, by the way. One of the best paint schemes in the league. I really do love it. So a little bit of trouble there from the beginning. rebounded throughout the day. Kind of, you stood about, you brung the car home clean. Didn't see nothing crazy happen. But it was a solid night. I know that you probably heard the beef in the chat. Got any opinions on that?
Oh yeah, the radioactive was actually really good. It was really interesting. The one I think the one main thing I thought was really weird was when Sam hit the end of the pit wall.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, he definitely hammered it pretty hard. We thought we was gonna have to get the ambulance to come rescue him. It was a bit tough for Sam out there, but do you feel like Rocky is fulfilling the villain role?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was at the one in Chicago and I seen all that, and it was a pretty good day though. I mean, I wasn't involved in a lot of the stuff, so bringing it back in the top 10 is it's a good thing at least. I always try for the top 10s.
Absolutely, always love interviewing. I keep laughing because I don't know if you're seeing the stream right now, but there's a lot of Canadian references that keep popping up next to your name.
Oh, more than likely, yeah. I'm watching the Twitch stream on my other phone.
Yeah, one of them said that I think it said you have maple syrup in your veins or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, you wouldn't believe how expensive it is to get internet in an igloo up here.
Oh, is it? I would imagine.
I mean, and to drive with back bacon in one hand and the steering wheel in the other, it's just one of those things.
And the pet mooses and all. It has to be fun.
Yeah, mine had a baby the other day, actually. It was really cute.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, Ray. Always fun racing with you, buddy. Sorry I'm cracking up over here. But it was a fun one. I hope you have a great night.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You guys too. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Absolutely. Enjoy, man.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Later.
We got a bit badge notification from Clayton. He says gonna make it 18th to 3rd comeback on the last lap at Talladega again. If you remember that one, there was a time where Clayton did go 18th to 3rd and like one lap at Talladega. He's gonna get a win this year. I don't care if it's Daytona, Talladega, or Michigan, or a road course. I don't care. He's gonna get a win this season. Not a doubt in my mind. So before we wrap up here, anything final you want to say, Robert Hill?
Yeah, tonight was an absolutely phenomenal race. Shout out to Lim and Boyd for putting on that battle there at the end, as well as Moyer. He was able to get up there, was driven into the grass at one point, but still held onto it, still fought back. And, we saw some great strategy come into play here tonight as well. Some big gains out of guys like Taylor and Harris and Sakima. We saw Clayton Good throw some crazy strategy out there tonight and was able to come home in the 8th position. I think he deserved a lot better than that, but unfortunately things happened and he got relegated to the tail of the top 10. But if that's what we had here tonight at Indy, I can't wait to see what we have in just over a month from now at Michigan. And then after that, of course, we have two absolutely phenomenal races in the Firecracker 400 and the Southern 500. So some absolutely phenomenal races still to come. Great one here tonight and looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's all you can really say about that. I mean,
also buy hoodies.
400. Yeah, the Brickyard 400 did not disappoint. Before we end today's stream, I am going to read over the donations one final time, and that is going to be Clayton for the resub for 17 months, the Unbroken Vet, hitting the resub for 9 months. Thank you both of you guys so much. And then we had Chris Hood come in, drop 500 bits. Bro, you guys are keeping this league alive. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this without the Patreon supporters and the donators over here on Twitch. And then Unbroken Vet gifted a sub 5, of our followers over here on Twitch. So thank you so much, Unbroken Vet, massive dono. And then we had Tyler Hunter come in. He subscribed. So thank you so much for joining the family, Tyler. Clayton dropped in 1,500 bits. As we got a cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Said we love Cameron, which we absolutely do love Cameron. We all love Cameron. So thank you so much, Clayton. Always coming here dropping mad support. And then Tyler Hunter dropping 5 gifted subs back to back to back to back to back. Thank you so much, Tyler Hunter, for the mad support here tonight on the stream. Well, with that said, we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back in July with Michigan. We'll catch you all in the next stream. Thank you so much for everyone for dropping by.
Oh, this is going to be painful for the pocket.
Kyle, we have DriveSmartWarranty.com. Help is one tap away.
It's like a pit crew.
Like a pit crew in your pocket.
DriveSmartWarranty.com pays your costly repairs directly to the shop or dealership of your choice nationwide. File a claim or use roadside assistance on the Go DriveSmart app. All plans come with complimentary maintenance and affordable payments.
Call this number now and mention Kyle Weatherman for my exclusive discount.